The US Central Command viewers says that US forces have struck over 3,000 targets in the first week of Operation Epic Fury and that they are not slowing down. US CENTCOM commenced the operation at the direction of President Trump. Its target is to dismantle the Iranian regime security apparatus, prioritizing locations that pose an imminent threat. Major General Dwivedi, of course, you and I have discussed in the past many times about Epic Fury, and I was speaking to a very senior defense expert who once said that Vaishali, what is epic about Epic Fury? What would you like to say?
Well, Epic Fury is the name given to an operation. We needn't go into the, absolutely, I would say the name per se, but the point is that it means that this operation is very intense and is going to be decisive. And that is obvious from the force that have been applied over the last 8 days, because the war aims have been stated very clearly. That is to destroy the capability of the Iranian forces, both in terms of nuclear and conventional forces, destroy the navy, weaken the Iranian capability to support the proxies, and of course the regime change. So all this cannot happen until you apply a very furious, intense force, and that's possibly what the name implies, because the operations are codenamed, and having myself fought a couple of times in the operation like Cactus Lily was in Bangladesh where I fought. So the operations have certain connotation, but the point is, it's more important to understand what are the aims and objectives of the operation rather than name per se. And in last 8 days, the kind of, I think, force that have been applied is overwhelming. Almost 3,000 targets have been engaged. In the first wave, 200 fighter jets, state-of-the-art fighter jets, they came into play. How they were able to eliminate the complete top leadership of Iranians, and the way the operations are going on, and the President Trump has stated that until Iranians surrender, I mean in their terms, until they come on the knees to come to the negotiation table. So the point is that this operation that is going on is very intense, very high technology, and it is in number of domains. And more importantly, Vishali, so far the limited wars were very confined to a limited region. Was it Korean War in 1950-53? In fact, I was defense attaché in North Korea, or it was currently the Ukraine war that is going on, is very, very regionalized. But this war actually is spread almost to the complete West Asian region. It is right up to Lebanon, even Cyprus and Azerbaijan is involved, and the naval war is right up to the coast of Sri Lanka. So the point is that this war is little different than the previous, limited wars, both in the geographic extent, in the weapon system used, and also the very ambitious aims that President Trump has laid down for itself. And my last point is that this war is heading actually almost becoming a no goal, as a goalless war. I mean, no limits to it. It is always becoming limitless. That's very dangerous because it can engulf the larger part of the globe, and that means global instability, and more importantly, it means a lot of human suffering, because willy-nilly, civilians are the ones which are most vulnerable. They are unprotected, but they also get targeted either intentionally or due to the heat of war or the fog of war, not by design, but it just happens that in the war, very difficult to delineate what is civilian targets and what is the military targets. Vishali.